Now to the big story here in Texas. House lawmakers voted today to impeach Attorney General Ken Paxton. As a result, he has been immediately suspended from his job and faces a trial in the Senate. Paxton has denied any wrongdoing. Our political reporter Jack Fink has been inside the Capitol all day long. He takes us through today's debate and vote and has reaction.
Today is a very grim and difficult day for this House.
Texas House members overseeing the impeachment process against Attorney General Ken Paxton laid out their case, accusing him of misusing his office and powers to benefit himself and a businessman who donated to his campaign. Among the 20 articles of impeachment against Paxton, abuse of the public trust, being unfit for office, dereliction of duty, and constitutional bribery.
He put the interest of himself above the laws of the state of Texas. He put the interest of himself over the established laws, policies, and procedures of the Office of the Attorney General.
Lawmakers blame Paxton himself as the reason they began investigating him in March. That's when he requested $3.3 million in taxpayer money to settle a whistleblower lawsuit filed against his office. The whistleblowers were 4 of his hand-picked top staffers, who he fired after they went to the FBI alleging bribery and other potential crimes against him.
And either this is going to be the beginning of the end of his criminal reign, or God help us with the harms that will come to all Texans if he is allowed to stay the top cop on the take.
Then lawmakers who opposed the impeachment process had their turn and complained it was rushed from the start.
It's what I call the hang 'em now and judge 'em later policy.
The sad reality is that Adam Schiff and Nancy Pelosi put more time and deliberation into the impeachment of Donald Trump than the Texas House has done in the last week regarding this matter.
In a surprise, State Representative Charlie Guerin of Fort Worth revealed Paxton threatened some of the House members earlier in the week.
And I would like to point out that several members of this House, while on the floor of this House doing the state business, received telephone calls from General Paxton personally, threatening them with political consequences in their next election.
He didn't mention names. Paxton's office didn't respond to my email requesting comment. After all the debating, it was time to vote.
The question occurs on adoption of the resolution. This record vote required by the Constitution. The clerk ring the bell. Shows the Speaker voting aye. Show Mr. Longoria voting aye. There have been 121 ayes and 23 nays, 2 present not voting, 3 absent. The resolution is adopted.
Paxton was immediately suspended from his job as top law enforcement officer pending the outcome of a trial in the Senate, where 2/3 of senators will have to remove him permanently. In a statement, Paxton called the impeachment, quote, an ugly spectacle, and said, quote, it was a politically motivated sham from the beginning. Republican Representative Brian Harrison of Waxahachie says Texas will suffer because of Paxton's suspension.
Who's doing on a daily basis the most important thing we need for him to do, and that's fighting against the tyranny that's coming out of the Biden administration and the federal government, where they're encroaching against our liberties and our freedoms on a daily basis.
Representative Justin Holland is one of 5 Republicans representing Collin County who voted to impeach Paxton, but said he didn't receive any threats.
The top law enforcement official in the state of Texas should be above reproach, and we can do better.
And now the proceedings move across the rotunda to the Texas Senate, which has 20 days to set a trial. Paxton will be able to defend himself against the articles of impeachment. At the Texas Capitol, Jack Fink, CBS News, Texas.